Welcome back to Dedicated Lazy. Today we're watching Loki again. This time episode 3, and it's called, how do you pronounce that? Lamentis? Oh, lame. This episode is lame.
Lamentis?
Lamentis? Lemons.
Okay, so last time we got introduced to Lady Loki. I don't know if you caught on to that. Last time we just called the girl Loki. Alright, which might not even be the Loki that they're looking for. It might be just a placeholder that the actual variant made. And her name is actually Enchantress.
Enchantress.
Which is later known for joining the Young Avengers, so it goes back to the thing that I was explaining to you when I was explaining the whole Phase 4 thing. And she might be from the timeline that got erased, and she survived, so if anything, she's fighting for the good of the timeline. And the TVA is actually the bad here. But everyone working in it thinks they're doing something good. And that's why in last episode, Loki says everything that's good is also bad. And everything that's bad is also good at one point.
Yeah, yin and yang. Pretty much.
Yeah, especially because the rumors that Kang the Conqueror is that middle statue of the Timekeepers, is that middle person, and he's confirmed to be in Quantumania. They already released the actor and everything. And so people are saying that in the last Ant-Man movie, you know how they saved Wasp's mom?
Yeah.
That she spent some time in the quantum realm. That the TVA city is
realm. Yeah, I saw that. I'm trying to not look at
breakdowns.
Yeah, episode breakdowns that tell us like so much more. Cause I want to go here like blind. I want to be like surprised about everything. But I feel like even if you watch those breakdowns and theories, it's still gonna be as surprising. Like you'll still be like excited to see stuff you already like been told about. It's still gonna be as hyped and as like exciting.
To be honest, I feel like they're not really trying to hide it as much, because at this point where they're going with it, they're just like, yeah, fans can know about this, but they're still gonna be shocked in the biggest ways for like the big reveals. You know, so right now that they released the actor for King the Conqueror, I feel like they already knew that a lot of fans were gonna know.
And that guy's one of the Timekeepers, right?
They're assuming that's one of the Timekeepers, the middle one.
Yeah.
And then so I'm thinking that Loki might be the basis of like the whole Phase 4 of why Love and Thunder's Thor is gonna be Jane instead. Although it could go back to my earlier theory when we're talking about the podcast, that Thor might just be known as this side character that he's known for in the comics, and then that Jane got sick, and then so he gives the powers to her. And then, you know, Spider-Man No Way Home, that's gonna be something to do with the multiverse, and then Multiverse of Madness with Doctor Strange. It might just all be rooted to Loki and how all this got messed up.
Or to each other. Maybe they're like all doing it separately, but it's just like their own stories and their own like basically their own stories of how they're breaking like these timelines or these universes. Yeah. Because I feel like it's not just Loki doing it. I feel like there has been other times where the timeline has been broken, but we just haven't seen that. They never showed us that, but they're showing how Loki is doing it. Because Captain America, you know, he went back in time and lived his life.
Yeah.
So he could have been a variant right there. And maybe they just never showed us, but they will. But
see, I don't think that's gonna happen, because they already said that Captain America or the whole Avengers, like that was supposed to happen in the second timeline. So therefore there wasn't any variants of that. So maybe it'll explain why there wasn't instead of if there is a variant. But yeah, I feel like Loki is either the basis of why the rest of the movies happen, or they're just introducing the multiverse or the timeline with Loki. Yeah, so like we're not confused in the future. And also I'm guessing that Lady Loki is the one that we saw in the trailer instead of Black Widow, because we were guessing it was Black Widow.
you know how the timeline breaks into multiple, like maybe even hundreds of parts.
Mm-hmm.
Those timelines were broken in places we've already seen, like Titan, where Thanos lived, right?
Yeah.
Titan Ego, or is Ego?
It's
Egon.
What?
Is it Ego or Egon?
It's Ego.
Ego. Yeah, those places that we already been before, and what's it called? Where you get the Soul Stone. What's that called? Where you sacrifice something you love.
Yeah, I forgot, but yeah, I know. What you're
Yeah,
talking
maybe we do see Black Widow there, cause that is one of the places the timeline
about.
breaks.
Interesting. Yeah,
So
I did see those numbers where there were the soldiers walking into the portals,
Mm-hmm.
and then the list that was under the centipede looking timeline.
Yeah, that's what I'm most interested about, and like excited to see. Cause what if we do see Black Widow? Maybe like, and that timeline breaks.
Yeah.
And that's like she doesn't get sacrificed or she doesn't die. That'd be super interesting. I'm super excited to see that.
They're also
I'm
coming
looking
with
forward
a what if thing, so I think this phase they're hinting at a lot of things, and then Loki is just a disguise for the multiverse, because we thought it was gonna be all about Loki and like what happens to him with his journey of escaping. But in reality, it's a big disguise for the TVA and the multiverse and the sacred timeline. So I'm really excited to see all about this. Also, I was thinking maybe because we see Loki and Lady Loki, maybe we'll see other variants of him. Like we get, or like I guess with the guy in line in the first episode. It was like a fat version of him.
Or maybe it just wasn't him at all.
Or maybe it just wasn't him at all.
Just some random dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do also think that could be connected to the What If series. Like with one of the timeline breaks where Peggy Carter becomes Captain America, or not Captain America, but Captain whatever it was. Whether she becomes a super soldier instead, and it's because that timeline broke where Steve Rogers wasn't a super soldier. But of course, you know, the What If series isn't like
canon.
Yeah. But maybe that's like you said, a disguise where the What If series is because of the timeline breaking. But that's really cool.
Yeah. All right, let's get into Lamentis.
Lemons.
Okay, ask. How many people are guarding the timekeepers?
Oh, yo, she tried to finesse her so hard. Oh. Is this a torture?
Hey.
She was talking
Oh yeah.
How long?
Stupid! Oh, you were so dumb.
Do the thing.
Flip him. That's good enough. He did the thing.
You're in my way.
You are my way.
Oh.
Goodbye, variant.
Oh, that's...
Looks stupid again. Oh!
Is that one of your powers?
Where did you send us?
Is that a freak?
What is it?
Oh, Lamentis. One. I'm confused.
Like days.
Nice.
2077.
Noted.
She looks stupid again. Ah!
That you ever made it as far as you did. Sorry about that.
Don't be. I enjoyed it.
Oh, I did too.
Oh. Dude, for a second, I thought it was
Hello, dear.
Mobius in that picture. I was like,
Patrice?
That would have been crazy.
Patrice.
It's been a long time.
She's gonna shoot him too.
You're as beautiful as ever.
Yeah.
He wasn't loving. He was cruel.
Was adopted. Is that a bit of a spoiler for you? Sorry about that.
No, I knew I was adopted.
What? They told you. Told me
Now
that
he's
one
like
I'd be able to do it
talking
too,
more
because-
about his mother,
Yeah, I
because I could do
was
it.
really hoping we'd see more of this.
which I don't think we've seen him talk about anybody besides hating Odin.
Oh no, never.
You relax your way, and I'll relax mine.
They said that she was.
You're drunk.
No, I'm just full, but bear in mind, I'm very full. So there is a simple explanation. Hey.
Yeah, he did that no problem.
The Piggy Portland.
Awful throw.
Oh, will you stop it?
Oh,
He got me.
he let that happen so easily.
Yeah, he's like, wait a minute, what's happening?
But he is also drunk, so.
He's full.
His knife. Are you ready?
Well,
He's full.
that mission. What, your glorious purpose? Give me a break.
Hey,
You can't
there it
be
is
there.
again. Bro, we're definitely gonna see that in every episode. That was
Yeah, that
sick.
was dope.
That was dope.
So what, we hijack the Ark and make sure it gets off this moon?
Yeah,
I mean, sounds like a good idea to me.
simple as that.
Okay.
Really? You know, I feel like I've told you so much about me. I really don't know the first thing about you.
Thanks for the tactical advantage.
Ah, so you're going to use that tactical advantage to kill me when the TVA shows up.
Worried, are you?
I just need to know if I can trust you.
Okay, fine. You want to know how enchantment works? I have to make physical contact and then grab hold of their mind.
How?
Depends on the mind. Most are easy and I can overtake them instantly. Others, the stronger ones, it gets tricky. I'm in control, but they're there too. In order to preserve the connection, I have to create a fantasy from their memories.
And you call me a magician?
That young soldier from the TVA, her mind was messed up, everything clouded. I had to pull a memory from hundreds of years prior, before she even fought for them.
What? What did you say? Before
They
she
weren't
joined the
really-
TVA?
Yeah, she was just a regular person on
A
Earth.
regular person?
Loved margaritas.
I was told that everyone who works at the TVA was created by the Timekeepers.
That's ridiculous.
I
They're
guess
all
they-
variants, just like us.
They don't know that.
Oh, it's alright.
I don't know that.
Oh my god, that was big. That was huge.
They're all variants?
They were all variants.
Do we trust
Is
each
that
other?
including Mobius?
Okay.
Oh snap.
Ooh.
Dude, those scenes are always so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, took it like nothing. What the hell's your problem?
Yeah, why are you grabbing up?
Y'all fight.
They're off their trade. What do you want?
Just go.
Like legit a planet is about to freaking destroy you guys. And you're like, ah, we still gotta get you.
Where's your tickets?
Roy, what? Did he just reverse that or like? Dude, just put that fucking place.
Yo, he literally looked at it.
Yeah. What?
He jeered that shit. This guy's on his knees, all depressed. Yeah, go look for the ticket now.
Hey, bro. Yo, you better die. Wait, what?
Oh,
Wait. Wait, what did it?
Away up high up in the sky, oh tell me why, oh tell me why.
that's
What
it.
happened?
That's the end of the series.
Yeah, it's just their death. I liked the dynamic of those two.
The Lokis.
Yeah. One of them is Loki.
The variants. We'll call them the variants.
What's
Sylvie.
her? Sylvie.
Yeah.
So I like their dynamic.
Biggest thing, they're hanging out together. They're about to die. And also, everyone in the TVA is a variant.
We don't know
Most
everybody.
of the guard. Let's just assume the guards are.
Yeah, all the guards. We don't know if like all the higher ups.
Yeah.
We're also variants. I think. Actually, I'm not sure. I don't know what to think really.
So their memories are erased basically, and they've been there for more than decades, a couple decades.
Like hundreds of years, right?
Yeah, because that's what Sylvie said, that she had to like dig literally through
So maybe even
a couple
centuries.
decades. Yeah, maybe centuries. So that's some new revelation right there.
And they're like, it's against their will. Like they probably did get their memories erased, and they put in some, not new memories, but like fake memories, I guess, of them being born there or made there.
I mean, the thing for the TVA is made by the timekeepers and everyone in it. So they think that the timekeepers made them in their already established body. And also so when they said like put him into processing, Loki, in the first episode, does that mean that he was also gonna be just another variant?
What do you mean processing? Where?
Well, we don't know where. In the first episode, they're just like, oh, like process him after the judge gives him like the ruling of being guilty.
Oh, maybe you think
Either
he'd
he
be
was-
like become a guard or something like them.
Yeah.
Working for the TVA.
It's either that or he's like, you're based.
Yeah. Who are the real bad guys here? Most likely the TVA, basically doing all that, but
I mean, they
Is it
basically
like-
said that they put all like of the multiverse into one stream of time.
yeah.
A sacred timeline. So I'm guessing they're probably the bad guys, but like everyone in it thinks that they're doing it for the good of the multiverse.
Yeah.
And so all these variants are just like they're all just the anomalies.
That would make sense. But I'm curious on what the reasoning for that is. I'm always looking for the reasoning, which makes me even more curious about the TVA. Like, why is Mobius doing it, or like, does he even have a reason, or is he also being forced to do it? Like,
Maybe he
the
suspects
guards.
that there's something wrong with the TVA, or that he sees that all the guards are actually variants.
No, he probably knows that. I'm assuming that like he knows that for sure.
I'm
Either
assuming
that
that
or he is also like one of the variants who were forced to be a guard.
I feel like he suspects something. He's playing the long game here.
And like Loki can help him.
Yeah, but also I'm now more curious of
Sylvie?
Sylvie. Yeah, where did she come from? Is she also a variant?
Yeah, she's
Well, obviously
obviously
she is a variant, but like from what timeline and like how long has she been on the run, and also why is she going up against the TVA, or like what does she plan to do with the timekeeper or keepers now that she suspects that more than 3 or less than 3?
Yeah, it makes sense that like we're still like super curious about her because we barely got like any information even in this episode. We got some, but there's still so many questions that are to be answered. But isn't I think like her thing is to like defeat the timekeepers and like let there be multiverses. So like maybe that had to do something with her past, like you
Yeah.
said. Like her timeline was like what destroyed. Maybe she's like, all right, yeah. Nah, I'm a
Get back like all of my people.
maybe not that, but I'm guessing like not let that happen again to others, and like let there be multiple timelines.
Yeah,
and
like the multiverse exists.
yeah.
Also,
Nexus.
when did they cut it off?
What do you mean? When did they?
Yeah, like the multiverse, like the war. After the war, when did they, like, at what point in time did they
Fix it.
collapse all of it into a sacred timeline. There's a lot of questions now after this episode because we're basically assuming that everything we learned about the TVA is a facade. Maybe that's why everything in the TVA is like propaganda used, and most of them were like lies in order for people to join the cause or believe everything that they said.
I just loved seeing more of Loki's just humor and personality. I felt like sibling relationship right there with those two.
Alright guys, that was our reaction to episode 3 of Loki Lamentis. If you guys enjoyed the reaction, make sure to, subscribe, like, comment if you want. If you guys notice any Easter eggs, make sure to comment down below. We would like to see anything that you guys seen.
We'll see you next time for more Loki.